Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out today and celebrating what is a big day for Newport, and particularly for downtown Newport. And it's a big day because of what a lot of you in this room have done or have promised to do. And so we are pleased with your participation in this. And you're going to hear a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening over the next year and then for years to come right here in downtown Newport. We want to go through and talk about the different things that are happening in this park and what will be happening in downtown Newport and why we think this is such an exciting thing. A lot of people tend to want to give up on downtowns. And it's true, downtowns will never be what they were back in the 50s and 60s. Retail has moved out. Retail has moved to different places. But that does not mean your downtown can't be vital and functional and alive. And that's what DRIVE has been working on for 11 years. That's the Downtown Revitalization and Improvement Volunteer Effort. They've worked for 11 years to try to make downtown Newport come back to life in different ways. And they've accomplished a lot of things along that time. We counted up, we've got 12 new businesses that are currently operating in downtown that didn't exist before DRIVE started working with their rent subsidy program. We've got almost a $500,000 sidewalk and lighting project that's being finished right now in downtown Newport, primarily because of DRIVE and the City of Newport working together to get grant funding from the Highway Department. And so this next step is just a continuation of what we've always been doing, but it's going to be a big step. And it's going to be something that catapults us into a different area, I would think you'd say, for downtown Newport. There are two people that need to be recognized without whom downtown Newport would not be where it is today. And Jim Gowan has committed to keep his bank downtown here, keep a presence, a lot of employees downtown here. He's personally bought buildings downtown. He's renovated buildings for business. Now they're loft apartments in downtown Newport. Who knew? I mean, really? You know, there are all kinds of things going on. And then Jim has also served as the chair of DRIVE since its inception. And through his leadership, all of these things have happened. And then the other is Mayor David Stewart, who will follow Jim Gowan Sr. speaking. DRIVE exists only because David, as mayor, decided that downtown was important and created a task force. And he said, I want a task force of leaders in the downtown area to get together and figure out what we can do to make our downtown more viable.
Well, I'd like to also say welcome to each of you that are here. I'm so thankful we have such a great turnout, and it's absolutely wonderful to have this. I want to say a few words of how important a downtown is to business development and industrial development for any community. When people come to town to look at your community, when they drive into a town that neglects a certain area, they have less interest in coming to your city. We are going to accomplish something here that is going to benefit this entire city for many, many years. And you can see, as John said, these are kind of the plans, and that's ambitious, folks. that's ambitious.
And just like John and Jim both talked about, the downtown areas are so important to economic development, and that's why John and his group are so involved in it. And over the last 8 or 10 years, it has taken everybody working together to get this far. And I think with everyone's help, we will continue to make this a reality. If you look on Front Street right now, we've got the small park that looks pretty decent. Right now, it doesn't look too good with the buildings halfway torn down, but we've got a plan where we'll be able to get them out of there and get the bricks restored through our Arkansas Department of Corrections, where we will be able to use them and hopefully much of the construction of this.
The downtown park, you know, you always say, well, if you build it, they will come. Well, DRIVE had a little bit of a different idea. Let's build it and get them to come at the same time, so we're not waiting on things. And so it's one thing to build a park, and this park will have a wonderful veterans memorial in it that is going to represent the men and women who served our country so well that have ties to Jackson County or Jackson County families. We have, and as part of the plans, a stage that will be constructed in the downtown area. The stage is going to host a number of events which we already have planned and which you will hear about momentarily. But prior to announcing the plans, we have another announcement. The downtown group, DRIVE, met this morning and they voted that they would like to dedicate the stage for the downtown area. The stage will be known as the Terry Scoggins Memorial Stage. Terry was a member of the original DRIVE board. He had a passion not just for downtown Newport, but for all of Newport. And he loved music. And so we think it's appropriate that Terry be memorialized with this stage.
Part of what KESU is about is promoting the musical heritage of Arkansas. Other than maybe the town of Helena, I don't know if any town in Arkansas has more of a musical heritage than Newport. With your rockabilly background, the nightclubs here. We've been looking for a way to get back to Newport, and John Chadwell called me a few weeks back and said, I believe we found a way. And what we would do is, on this park he's talking about, we would have Blues Day Tuesday, which is what Terry Scoggins and John Chadwell actually named our event. We would get this going one Tuesday night a month, and John shared with me the stage is going to be wonderful. There'll be, of course, the PA system. I think there are plans made to have concessions nearby. And most importantly, a dance floor, right, John? Up front, because we got to have that.
River Country will be bringing in local music acts to perform on stage once a month in the new downtown park. The River Country Music in the Park concert series is set to start as soon as possible, and I believe run through the month of October. With one band a month. Of course, we have already several local artists and bands already interested, and we have them in line to perform in the downtown park. Of course, these bands are going to be performing country, rockabilly, bluegrass, and maybe some rock crossover. But if you know of any bands local or in the area that'd be interested in performing at the downtown park, they can go to our website, rivercountry967.com, and get more information how they can submit their band and how we can pick them to perform in our concert series in Newport's newest park.
On behalf of ASU Newport, I can tell you we are very, very excited about this project. Not only does it expand opportunities for the local residents in Newport and the Jackson County area, but it also provides other opportunities for our students who come to us from other counties, and then the many students who actually live in Newport on a temporary basis. I want you to know that ASU Newport pledges its support and also its participation. And between the months of April and October, we will sponsor and host movies in the park. So please bring your blankets, your chairs, come out and watch movies on the big screen with us. We want this to be geared toward families so we can really have another opportunity again for families to have entertainment, and it will be outside. It will be a lot of fun. We are very, very proud to be a part of the park, and I also want to tell the DRIVE board how impressed I have always been with the work they've done, and I think you've just really hit one out of the park this time. This is just really good for Newport, so thank you very much.
We have a goal that we need to raise $600,000 to accomplish that park. We are pleased to announce that at the official kickoff of fundraising today, we have raised over $370,000 of the money that we need toward the park. So. This is going to be a big deal, and it's something that we as the citizens of Newport can be very, very proud of. So your challenge, because I always give a challenge, is that we need about $230,000 more. And I think we can find it. I think there are plenty of people in Newport who will believe in this and want to see all of these things come to pass, not just the beautiful space, but all of the activities. I dare say that in the future, you're going to see a lot of monthly and yearly and maybe even weekly events in this park in downtown Newport and on the Terry Scoggins Memorial Stage. So thank you for coming today. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your love of Newport. Just keep watching the progress because it is going to be very, very exciting. Thank you very much.